everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the biological classification. Means what is the need to classify living organism and who have given the contribution to classify living organism. So if we are going to see our living world, there is a large number of varieties in different organisms, or we are going to see the different variations in organism. So there is a basic need to classify living organism. First of all, first scientist Aristotle has attained a scientific basis of classification to classify living organism on simple morphological characters. Simple morphological characters means that Aristotle has classified plants and animals on the living world, and he said that there should be the classification of plants and animals. He had classified plants on the basis of their height, herbs, shrubs and trees. Then he classified animals on the basis of their blood group, means red-blooded or non-red-blooded. As if we have seen the normal organisms, they are having a red blood, means we are having a heme group, so we are having a red blood. But there are different organisms such as cockroach, Phyla globosa, means apple snail, having a blue blood, and cockroaches having a colorless blood, means a white blood. So the second scientist is Linnaeus, who has given first time the kingdom system of classification. He classified living organism on the basis of two kingdom system, that is kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia, in year 1735. But the reason behind fall of two kingdom system of classification was he can't able to explain or distinguish between the eukaryotic or prokaryotic organism. As we know that eukaryotic organism have a distinct nucleus or a well developed nucleus, and prokaryotic organism do not have a proper nucleus. So he can't able to explain these two things, as well as he can't able to explain the unicellular and multicellular organism. As we know that unicellular organism having or made up of one cell, and multicellular organism is made up of multiple cells. Now photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organism. Photosynthetic organisms are the organisms which produce their own food material by use of sunlight and water, and non-photosynthetic organisms are the organisms which do not produce their own food material by using sunlight and water. Now the third scientist who has given the three kingdom system of classification, Ernst Haeckel, in 1866 given three kingdom system of classification, means Protista, Plantae, Animal. Still we have seen kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Now Ernst Haeckel in 1866 given kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia as three kingdom system of classification. After that, Herbert F. Copeland given in 1956 given four kingdom system, means kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. After that, the most important scientist R.H. Whitaker, means Robert Harding Whitaker, in 1969 given five kingdom system of classification, that is kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. The main criteria he used for the classification of living organism is cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition and phylogenetic relationship. As we know that different organisms have different cell structure, different organisms have different thallus organization in their body, as well as mode of nutrition is also different, such as autotrophic, photosynthetic, parasitic, saprophytic. Mode of nutrition we are going to see heterotrophic. There are different mode of nutrition. And phylogenetic relationship, the relationship in which living organisms behave with their environment or their surrounding, is known as a phylogenetic relationship. Now first of all we have to remember that these are the two important points. Means all prokaryotic organisms were grouped under kingdom Monera. Means all of the prokaryotic organism which do not have a proper nucleus is grouped under kingdom Monera. Means we can say all member of kingdom Monera is a bacteria. Means all bacteria of kingdom Monera belongs to prokaryotic, means bacterial group, and all unicellular eukaryotic organisms belongs to kingdom Protista. Now, first of all, we are going to see a general characteristics of kingdom Monera, and then we are going to explain, or we are going to see a detailed characteristics of kingdom Monera in our next video. So now the some general characters of kingdom Monera is cell type prokaryotic bacterial cell, and the body is made up of polysaccharide plus amino acids. The cell wall is non-cellulosic, means if you are going to see a plant cell, it's having a cellulose in the cellulose content, but the cell wall is not cellulosic in case of prokaryotic organism, or the organism which belongs to kingdom Monera, they are not having a cellulosic cell wall. Nuclear membrane is absent, means the nuclear material is present but the nuclear membrane is not present to distinguish between the cytoplasmic material and the nuclear material. Means the nuclear material is present inside the cytoplasm and the cell nuclear membrane is absent in this case. Body organization is cellular, means body is made up of cells. The mode of nutrition is mainly two types, that is autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. If we see the autotrophic mode of nutrition, it is chemosynthetic and photosynthetic. Some bacteria having ability to prepare their own food material with the help of using chemicals. So chemosynthetic and photosynthetic organism means they are having ability to produce food by using sunlight and waters. Sunlight and water. So autotrophic, chemosynthetic with the help of chemicals and photosynthetic with the help of sunlight. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition, in case of bacteria we are going to see saprophytic mode of nutrition and parasitic mode of nutrition. Saprophytic organism just feed on dead and decay matter. Dead and decaying matter. And parasitic organisms feed on living organism and shows a parasitic mode of nutrition. So living organism. So now in this manner we have discussed some characters and the historical background of biological classification. In our next video we are going to see the detailed characteristics of kingdom Monera and its classification. So thank you friends for watching my video.